Good evening, everyone. This is Copenhagen Country coming to you again with another tutorial. This tutorial is going to be on ELS, increased environmental lighting, and better radiance. This will make your lights in the game really pop. I know a lot of people have a little bit of issue trying to get their lights working like they want them to. Guarantee you will like these 3 files we're putting in. I will show you how to do this. This is my 3rd tutorial. My first one is actually showing you how to put LSPDFR into your game. A couple of simple files there we put in. The next tutorial was putting plugins in like callouts, charges and citations, top the head, and plugins like that. Make sure you look at those. And this one we're going to be doing some ELS lighting, getting your lights to pop in the game. So let's get started here. Always remember, Copenhagen Country is not responsible for your PC and or game files. Always mod at your own risk. I also recommend backing up your game files before following this tutorial. Thank you and enjoy. A little housekeeping while we're here. As you can see, going across the screen here are my social media. Discord, Instagram, Facebook, and my YouTube channel. Make sure you follow those. My YouTube channel, go and subscribe and like. And in the bottom right hand corner of my banner at the top of the page, you will see a link to my Discord, or you can go down to the bottom of the page where it says show more, and my stuff will pop up there. You should be able to click on the link and go to my Discord. In my Discord, you will get a lot of support help from a lot of different people that know this game. Make sure you do go to my Discord and you do join my Discord for support and for future things coming. I am starting a 5M server. It's in the works. There will be different roles that you can get in there. So please join that and keep a check on that. Now to get to loading these into your game. First thing I want to do is I want to go to my Grand Theft Auto file. So I'm going to show you how to do that. Okay, you want to go here to wherever you keep your Grand Theft Auto 5 file at. Click Steam Library, Steam App, Common. Here should be your file. Now, as you can see here, I've got 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 different files here. These are all copies. One quick tip. Rage will only go off of one file, and it's the one that's called Grand Theft Auto 5, just like this. Capital G, capital T, capital A, and a capital V. If there is anything behind it, like these here, even if you have that one with something behind it, it will not load, it will crash. You've got to have whatever file you are playing with at the time, you've got to have it named this. Also with OpenIV, whatever file you're going to be playing with, if you want these mods to go in, that's the one you want to have loaded up here. If not, if you have this one pulled up, which is my firefighter, and you try to load some plugins that are for your PD, they'll go in this file in OpenIV. So you got to make sure whatever file that you're putting your stuff for OpenIV in, that you've got it named this, then it will not work. Also, if you have more than one of these names, this Grand Theft Auto 5 Rage will not load it, it will crash. So, what I'm going to do to get to the file that I need to work with, which is going to be the one that says PVP on the end, I'm going to come up here to this one, which is my police file. I'm going to left click once. I'm going to go in behind here, and I'm going to put dash PD. And then I'm going to hit left click again, so it's named that. And I'm going to come to my file, and I'm going to be putting these files in. Left click it twice. I'm going to erase that. Left click it, refresh. Now as you can see, this is the file that we're working with. I changed my PD one that I was playing with to PD, so nothing to go in there. This is the one we're working with. You've got to follow those steps. If you don't, I've heard a lot of people talking they can't get their stuff to load, or it crashes, something happens to it. A lot of the reason is because you're not playing with the file here, so you have it named. So the dash on the end, something on the end of it, you don't have a Grand Theft Auto 5 file. So just make sure also the one that you're modding on OpenIV is the one that you want in here. You want to keep it like this. If I want to mod something for my firefighter one in OpenIV, I'll come in here and I'll change this. I'll take this out and I'll put something on the end of this and put feedback on the end of this. And that way my OpenIV is working on this file. I hope y'all understand what I'm talking about here. If not, go to my Discord, send me a comment, I'll get back to you, and I'll walk you through this, and I'll explain what's going on here, but I hope you understand. Also, what you want to do is, since we are working with OpenIV, and we are doing something with visual settings, you may want to come in here, what you've already got saved, in here, like some of the plugins and all that you've already got saved. You may want to make a copy of that. That way, if something happens with the visual settings or something crashes the game, you can always go back to this one here with the previous one before you install a mod suit. Always do that. Always do it so I know I got a copy that was working, and I can delete the one where I installed something that made it messed up. It may take 20 or 30 minutes, but that's better than having an hour or two if you're having to mess with something that messed up on you. So, like I said, always make a copy when you're fixing to do a lot of installs or installing something that you think may crash again. Okay, now that we got that up, I'm gonna leave this up here, but I'm gonna minimize it. Now we want to go to our downloads that we're going to put in. Here we go here, emergency lighting, ELS. This increased environmental lighting 1.1.3. You want to go over here, you want to hit the download this file. When it downloads, put it somewhere where you can get back to it, because you will need it. So put it somewhere you can get back to it. Just start downloading up here at the top for me. Takes a second or two. So there's increased environmental lighting. What I'll do is I will pull this over a little bit, which I done clicked off of it, so it's in my downloads folder. Once you've got increased environmental lighting downloaded, that should be the only one we need for that. So what we can do, we can go when we need it. and close that out. Emergency lighting systems next, ELS 1.05. Download this file. Agree and download. You want this version 1.05.raw. Download. Same thing, put it somewhere you can get to it. Pop it in just a second. There it is. It is finished. Go ahead and get rid of that one. And the last one is Better Radiance version 3, 1.0.0. There should be 2 files in here that we're going to need. Somewhere we got maybe they're both in there now. On the older version, they won't both put it up. Could be 2,000 to Better Radiance. And I don't know why this needs to divide. I'm not going to purchase it when I can keep using the free. So we double click in Better Radiance version 3. Yeah, so we're going to need the Better Radiance taxi, train, bus, and subway. And you're going to need your Better Radiance Brighter Day police light. We've got those. That's cool. So what you can do now is you can close out of this. You don't need that no more. So, I need to download. Get my downloads out. Better Radiance. I'm going to pull here. ELS. I'm going to pull here. And my increased environmental lighting. Right it back. Now, we'll go into our Grand Theft Auto file directory. Remember I showed you how to get to that. You need to make sure you're in CMAP, Common, Grand Theft Auto file. The file that you want to put your mods in now. The ones you want to work with. Okay, first off we're going to open up our ELS. Get that annoying box off. All we want here is installation files, Grand Theft Auto files, and you want all 4 of these. You want to highlight ELS INI, ELS ASI, Advanced V.dll, and the ELS. How I do that is I hold my control button and I click on each individual one. What you want to do is you want to make sure you got enough room here between this and here, which is called your buffer. You want to make sure nothing is checked. If something is checked, it will try to load into that file you got checked, and it will mess your game up. So make 2 important things. Make sure nothing's checked. Make sure you have enough room in this buffer. You got to grab it here and pull it over some. Do that. Make sure enough room. Then we'll go back here. Control. Hold it in. You want INI, ASI, Advanced V, ELS. Grab those, pull them here, drop them. They ask you to replace, that's fine, that's what you want to do. You want to replace. We are actually done with this file now. We can close that. We can get rid of that shortcut. Make sure you always refresh your file. Next up is increased environmental lighting. Get that annoying box. Get your RAR open. Double click increased environmental lighting. The one you want here is the brighter. Here's the brighter. You don't want the brighter plus reduced range, bright plus reduced pacifier, brighter plus reduced range, brighter plus reduced pacifier. You don't want those. or the normal. You want the brighter one here. And what this does, it makes your light far off on the walls shine better. It's very good. Double click brighter. And all this is the ELS INI file where somebody just went in and changed from the other ELS file that we just installed. So this just changes some of your stuff in your INI file in the game. The only thing you're going to do is you're going to grab this. You're going to pull it into your directory again. Again, making sure nothing's checked. Making sure you're not in the file. Making sure you're putting it in the bucket. I already had it in mind, but I'm going to replace it so I can show you what it does. We're done with this. Click that. Get rid of that shortcut. Now, another good thing to remember too is make sure you make a new folder where you can take all these things that you download and put into that folder and keep it somewhere. That way, in case you do need to reinstall a game, if there hasn't been an update on your files, you can actually pull those back up to your desktop and load them back into your game. I do have a copy where I keep everything in. We are done with our Grand Theft Auto 5 folder here right now. Now we're going to go into Open IV. So we're done with this. Everything looks good. There's our ELS INI file here. So we've got all that done. So let's go ahead and close this out. Let's go ahead and go into our Open IV. Take a second or two to load up. Make sure you go into the Grand Theft Auto 5 Windows. If you like this tutorial, please go hit my subscribe button and my like button and join my Discord. I promise you it's working. Alright, now we've got our OpenIV open. It look like this. Make sure I go to my notes here so I'll make sure I get you to the right pathway. As you can see here, it's an OpenIV GTA 5. That's the one we're putting in. Make sure your edit mode is clicked here. Mine's in blue, so mine always opens when I open my OpenIV. How you can do that, you can go to Tools. I got to try to remember Options. And then you can make sure it's always in default work mode is Edit. You always want to keep that and then close it that way. Every time you go in your OpenIV, it's always in edit mode. Alright, now our better Radiance. Work with this file here. Double click. Get over here. Yeah. Better Radiance version 3, 1.0.0. Double click. Double click again. What we want to do is we want to take, let's go ahead and go into this. We're going to double click on it, go to your fix files. If you look in each one of these Airbus, bus, Metro Train, and taxi, all this is going to do is this is going to, when you put ELS into your game, it makes these lights on the signs here like very, very bright. This is actually just fixed for that. It's going to make the lights back dim like they should be. So we want to grab that Airbus LED sign, pull it to your desktop, and go back. Go to your next one, which is the bus. Grab your Metro Bus LED sign, pull it to your desktop. Go back. Metro Train, grab it, pull it to your desktop. Go back, and the last is taxi. All you need is the taxi sign 2 grab, pull to your desktop. So you should have 4 there: the Airbus, Metro Bus, Metro Train, taxi sign. Alright, go back, go back. Now we want to go to our file here, which I'll show you again. Better Radiance. Radiance click, Radiance click, needs to be here. You want to go with your Radiance brighter day police light. You can use whichever one you want, but I use the Radiance brighter day police light. Double click. Here is your visual settings data. Okay, I'm going to show you how to get to that. So we'll go here to mods, click, double click it. And this one, this is my first time using OpenIV. So what we want to do here is we want to go to update. So we want to go to update.rpf. And where it pops up here, this mod folder is activated. You're currently editing, it's not located. We want to copy to the mod folder. We want to do that. Okay, now we want to go to common. We want to go to data. And then as you can see here, here is your visual settings data. Highly suggest you take this, you right click in your desktop first, new folder, take it like old version visual. Name it what you want. I'm naming mine old version visual. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to grab this file. I'm going to pull it into this folder. That way I've got a copy of it in case something goes wrong, something messes up. I've got that in my folder here where I can put it back in the game. So once we got that done, make sure you're not checking on anything. And I'm not. You want to grab this visual settings .dat and pull in to this buffer zone and drop it. And as you can see, it's changed to compress. So now you have your visual settings .dat in your OpenIV. So once we got that, and we've got those other files up here, we can get rid of this shortcut. And I'll show you how. There's other ones. This here you just want to put into that folder I was telling you about in case you need to get back to it later and pull stuff up. You want to put this in there. I'll just move it out of the way for right now so you don't mess with it. Okay, next up we want to go and we want to change these signs here so we're still on OpenIV. I always like to go to File and close all our archives. That way I can go back to my main open page OpenIV. So here, what we want to do is go to, we'll click on Mods, the update folder's in there, but I have nothing else. So I want X64E, which is going to be down on the side here. So I'll double click X64E.rpf, which is copy to mod folder. Yeah, I want to do that. That way it puts it in here for you. So next time when you come in here, if you got another file you need to mess with in X64E, it's already here. So if you go back, let's close this archive off. Go into mod, X64E is here. So we're going to X64E. We want to go into level. We want to go into GTA 5. We want to go into the vehicles RPF. This is all the vehicles in your game. All the vehicles in your game are here. Every one of them. So all we want to do is we're going to go in and we're going to change some of the stuff in it. So what we want to do is we want to find the airbus first. We want to just, all we're messing with is the YTD for the airbus. Okay? Not mess with anything else but the YTD. So See here, see how bright it is? And I tell you, in the game, it's going to be a whole lot brighter. So we're on the right one. Airbus LED sign. Go to replace. Just put a box here. Go to your desktop. What it's going to do is see the Airbus LED sign. You want to make sure we click on that and hit open. Watch, boom, changed it. Now it's dark. And we hit save. We are done with the Airbus. And get rid of that box. Next up is Metro Bus. So I'm going to go in here, click in Metro Bus. Because you can see there's no Metro Bus. One thing we got is the train. So since we're in here and we see the Metro train, let's double click on Metro train, the YTD. We want to go down to the Metro train LED sign. See here, Los Santos is kind of bright. We want to replace. We want to go to the Metro train, not the bus. The Metro train. Click it. Hit open. Boom. And then we hit save. We've done the train. So we can go up here, delete that. Next we got is taxi sign. We're going to do taxi sign. We didn't find the bus that way, but I will show you how to get the bus. Taxi sign. There's your taxi YTD. Double click on it, left, double click. Here we go to taxi sign 2, which is this one here. They don't say LED, it just say taxi sign. We'll go to replace. Taxi sign 2. Open, boom, change it. Go in here, close that. Get rid of this box. Now, there's no Metro Bus, as you can tell. All it basically is just a bus. It's not the Metro Bus, it's just bus. So click bus. As you can see, bus YTD. Remember we changed the Airbus. Now we need to do the regular bus. The bus YTD, double click. Got to double click. It'll pull up this sign here. You want to go to your Metro Bus LED sign. Look at our seat, it's bright. Replace. Metro Bus LED sign, click on it. Open. Boom. Change it. Save it. Right click. Delete. And we are done with your OpenIV. And your ELS is in. Your Beta Radiance is in. And your increased environmental life. So we can go up here and hit File, close all archives, and we are done. We are back into our Grand Theft Auto 5 folder here. So we are good to go. Close out of this. Everything is in. And what you want to do now is you want to go into your game and you want to check these out and make sure this is what you like. I'll see if I can go into mine right quick and show you what it looks like. One thing to do before you go into your game is make sure you restart your PC. It's always great to restart your PC. So anytime you load plugins in or you load script files, you load anything in, it's got a whole bunch of stuff added to it. It's always best to go ahead and restart your PC. That way you shouldn't have any issues, you shouldn't have any lag, and if it crashes 4 or 5 times, you know, that kind of fixes that problem for you. We'll kind of show you what it looks like in the game. It may take mine a second or two to load up. But there again, while it's loading, I can tell you again, make sure you subscribe to my channel on my YouTube. make sure you like, and beside that like button or somewhere beside the subscribe button, you'll see a little bell. Click on that. Let us know every time I go live, every time I post a new video. It'll be up there. Also go up there in my banner, right hand corner, you should see 2 links. There's a Twitch channel link, and you should see my Discord. Go click on those, go follow me on Twitch, and go join my Discord for all your support needs, all upcoming events, all upcoming gaming stuff. I do have more than LSPDFR in there. I also have like Radiance Simulator, also have Gas Station Simulator, also have some PS4 stuff that I'm working on. Just got the Performance Simulator. I'm going to start the Copenhagen Country Farms. I'm going to start working on that. I am doing a LSPDFR K9 patrol here soon, next couple days. So make sure you keep a check on that as well. But please, if you like this, go to my YouTube channel, hit subscribe, hit like, hit that bell to follow. And we'll let this finish loading up here. We'll get to the game and I'll show you what you need to do. You can see that ESL lighting, see how good it looks. Here we go. Wonder where I'm gonna end up here. Am I gonna be in the shower? Am I gonna be in the bed? No telling. All these different places you end up coming into the game at. Let's see. We are actually going to be in a car. That is great.
Stay out of trouble.
That is good. Don't care to get in that car. Get out of that car. I haven't loaded any other vehicles in here, but just need to know that the ELS lighting only works with a few cars, so use the F3 button, go down to vehicle spawning, go down to emergency, go down to police cruise. It's going to be one of your ELS cars. Okay, now that we're in that car, out of this. Now that we're in this car, if you hit your control C button, see that box that popped up in the right hand corner? That lets you know your ELS lighting is in. So, come up here and you hit the J button one time, another time, and a third time. Look at those lights pop. Look at the lights. They are pop. They are bright. Very bright. Okay, one thing you can do here, if you hit your Alt key and you hit your numbers from 1 through 5, you'll notice, see the numbers going up? This is going to get your stage 2 and stage 3 lighting to work right, and also it's going to get the light pattern right, if I can make sure I get the right. It goes all the way up to 30. You can put it what you want to. I usually put mine up to 30. That's that one. And it goes all the way up to 5. That's it. Up. 30. And the last. Got all this done. Lights are popping, robes are popping here. Let's go ahead and change the Change time. Night time. Look at the light all the way back in the back on the tower, all the way back on the hill. The strobe's working. Now if I get the J button again, it turns them off, but watch. There's your stage 1. Which on different cars you will have like, on stage 1 you'll have like the traffic arrow on the back. You'll have that work. You got stage 1. Here's your stage 2, which we've got now. And here's your stage 3. And with this car here, that red light doesn't look red here with this car, but with other cars it'll look okay, I promise. But this one here doesn't look red with this car for some reason. I think I need to work on this car a little bit, but that looks good there. Now also with your lights there, when you're running code 3, you got different fire ranges lights. There's one on the numbers above this Sony keyboard. There's 2. There's 3. There's 4. There's 5. And you can go through them by hitting the 5. And there's 6 has a bunch of different ones. You hit the horn. And you go to the stop light. And you turn them off by hitting the sky. So, there's your ELS system there. Looks pretty good. As long as we can get that red light to red, we'll be better off. But that's going to take some work to get through it. And it's only in the ELS cars that you can do this too. It won't work in everything. So let's look at this red light on this car and see what we think. Yeah, if you get control P here, see this is not an ELS car, so that box is not going to pop up. Not going to pop up at all. See, it's red, but it's a little dull a little bit, so it's going to have the ELS light. So, that's the ELS lighting for you guys. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you learned how to put it in. Hope you can put it in successfully. Just make sure when you put it on other cars, make you check and make sure lights are red. If they ain't red, we will work on it, see what's going on. I know in mine are red for my ELS lighting. So, thank you again for watching. Make sure you hit that subscribe and like button and follow me on Twitch and go on my Discord. And thanks for watching the tutorial. Until next time, I'll be doing another one in a couple days. But the intention is out.